Welcome to XRL X2 Season 6 Round 1 USA. I am XRL Jigsaw, joined this season by the winner of X2, the fat mess himself, XRL Matrix. How are you doing tonight?
I'm tired. I'm alright.
You're tired.
Yeah. How was X3 for you?
X3 was okay. I finished on the podium, which was alright, but could have been better. How was X1?
Consistent. Tough.
Consistently good?
Consistently, everyone's consistent, so it was tough. Got a points finish, so I'm pleased with that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Definitely.
Well, this season in X2 we have a couple of new names. We have V8 Irons in the Red Bull and Chubby IX Spark in the Ferrari. Don't think there's anyone else new in here. Oh, TIR Foreman.
Foreman, yep.
Dev. Foreman comes from Dev.
RTM English is a new full time now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, RTM English. Yeah.
Venom's back full time as well, I think.
He is. Mr. Neon's there in the Red Bull.
Yep. Preacher's a new one as well, in the Alpha Romeo.
Yeah, a fair few new ones, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right then. Oh, Chubby is not happy.
No.
Spamming that ready up button. He wants to get the season started as soon as possible. So, oh yeah, people are readying up now. Here we go then.
Yep.
Come on, wet race. That's what we all want to see.
No, it's not. No.
Yeah.
No. Maybe a mixture of wet and dry, but if it's full wet, then there's just no strategy. It's just to see if I can consistent or not. Let's be real.
Aye.
We need to put inters on, you know.
Oh yeah, let's put inters on in full wet conditions. See where we get.
Exactly.
And here we go. It looks dry.
Yep. I'll see if I can get the weather.
Aye. See if we can find that out.
It's dry, says Torpedo, so we have an exciting race.
We do, yeah. We have a good race. Let's have a look at who's the first out. Fizzy the first out. On track.
That man's
Closely
always
followed
keen.
by. He is indeed.
Is that young? That's
Absolutely
young.
loves it. He absolutely loves it. So, strategy then. Potential one stop.
Yeah, it's a one-stop soft, medium or medium soft.
Dependent on safety cars, of course.
Yeah. They're a late one on X1. Came at lap 25. And everyone's time penalties had a right jumbo up with the final standing.
Yeah, we had a late one as well that went in X3. It went in lap 24, I believe. But here's Fizzy, coming round sector 3.
First hot lap of X2.
Yeah, let's ride on board, see what he does.
Took that pretty well there.
Slow. Yeah, he did. Solid opening sector.
Yeah. Oh, got a sick look.
Yellow flag.
Is that Petley? Is that Edgar? It is Edgar. He's lost his line.
That is Edgar, yeah.
Oh. He's lost his whole line. So strange seeing him in an Alpine. I just see his name and think he's in a Ferrari, but he's not.
Yeah, new teams.
New teams
for
for
most
everyone.
drivers, and yeah, new teams for most drivers, and it's weird seeing them in different colours.
Yeah.
Like earlier on, just expected to see Dave and Cooley in the Alfa Romeo, but no, they were in the Haas.
The dream machine. Last year's X2 dream machine.
A 33.0 for Fizzy to start off the session. Can Young beat that time? No, he cannot. He does a 33.6. So because he won the Constructors last season in X3, Chubby got to pick his...
He won the Drivers' Champ as well.
He won the... because he won the Drivers and Constructors, he got to pick his
car
team this season. So
yeah.
he went with Ferrari. That's why we don't see Edgar and Pelly's his teammate in it. So yeah, that's why they're there. And oh wait, purple sector from V8 Irons in the Red Bull. Solid in X3 last season was V8 Irons.
Just noticed.
Came in after about...
Pelly isn't racing today.
No, he's not.
Oh.
Surprised?
Yeah, yeah. Alright then.
Don't know who his teammate is, but we'll soon find out. V8 goes second with a 33.1. Decent stuff. Purple sector 2 and sector 3. Oh, we've got B-Tech J-Lab end. Coming up to the end of sector 1. Oh, sorry, middle of sector 2. He's in the Dream Machine.
Yep.
He's,
We've got Chubby coming in the final corner, his lap. It looks like Gudgeon as well. He's went fast. Wow.
Oof.
That is the time to beat at the moment.
Aye, decent time that, isn't it? Same as what Veloce did beginning of qualifying in X3, that 32.2.
Jeebus with a 134.4.
Aye. And J Lebed coming round the final corner. Opens up DRS, goes fifth with a 33.6. Zola just starting a lap.
Oh, we've got someone off. Who was that? That was Torpedo going off there.
Lovely.
Got Chubby giving TIR Foreman drag down the
Giving him a
straight.
toe, is he?
Yep.
Very nice. See if it helps him out. Yellow flag for a Haas, letting someone past it look like. So Foreman then. In the final couple of corners.
Asda
After getting a toe off him.
with a 133.2 there. Sorry.
Nice lap. Here comes Foreman. Goes into sixth with a 33.4. Couple of tenths behind Young.
Jeebus John, of course, up in his time. Let's see what he can do coming in the final few corners now. Final corner now, actually.
Oh, here he is.
What was third?
Oh, third.
133.1, that's a good time, yeah.
Yeah, good lap. And next up is Zola. Oh no, it's not. Oops.
Is that France?
It's France.
Yep. Was
That's
fifth.
fifth.
Uh,
And then J-Lab going into the pits. And now it's Zola around the final corner. And 2/10.
Eggers invalidated his lap.
Oof. Oh, he has as well. Oh dear. Asda has. And then it's the Ferraris again.
I think they might be coming at the pit.
Yeah. Let's watch Harry then. Yet to set a lap time. See what he can do.
We've got a Ferrari letting it's Chubby just go letting people by. Yep.
Yeah, letting Harry and someone else by.
Eggers on a new lap now, so we'll see what he does as well. Clean sector one in front of him.
Here we go then, Harry.
Ooh.
What time can he set? He can set. Oh, he goes up into second to 32.8. My game just glitched then, so I didn't see it for a second. But yeah, 32.8.
Good lap.
Decent.
McLarens are looking strong.
They are for now, yeah. Sitting in second and third. But currently it's Chubby setting the pace with a 32.2. Mr. Neon not invalidated, so will be the next to cross the line. What can he do? P12. 33.6. Not bad. English has just started his lap, so we'll have a look.
Here comes Edgar. Was fourth for 133 flat.
Yellow flag. Just letting cars past. Not bad so far from RTM English. 103.0 in sector 2.
which will be the next car, I think. Oh no, RTM will. RTM will.
Yeah, RTM just coming around the final corner. Those looking 14th, 34-0. Might need to do a bit of work to get
Preacher with the 132.7
through. Nice lap there.
Yep.
They're just starting a lap. English has just invalidated his second attempt. We'll have a look at Foreman then, who is in sector 3, next across the line.
We stick that a bit wide. Oh, he's coming in at the pit.
Oh yeah, he's decided, late call there, it looked like, to go into the pits, but that is what he's done. So next will be Torpedo. Although he is going a bit slower, so.
He's low fuel mode, yeah.
So, Franz on an outlap. RTM English has invalidated, so J-Lab in the half will be the next to set a valid lap.
Zola starting his proper lap now. Harry's confident.
Oh, that's wide from J-Leb and he's invalidated, and that's this and next lap as well. Big moment there. Zola's on the off the track.
Zola's coming in, yep.
Yeah.
Is he wanting to avoid the carnage at turn 1?
He might be.
Yeah, but at the moment he's going through.
Yeah, only 2 drivers will be leaving us in Q1.
So then coming around, final corners to set, or trying, or actually to start a lap.
Yeah, he'll be starting a lap. He just started, so Franz is the next one to cross the line. He's got the fuel, and he's done a purple sector 2. Nearly. That well goes up into second, 32.6. Still 4/10 off Chubby in first though. So here's PPR Venom then. The only driver yet to set a lap time here in Q1. Looks like he's going to here if he keeps it clean for sector 3. Oh, he invalidated. He has time to go around again, but I don't know if he has the fuel.
Was it the next lap? I think it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was. Crazy stuff.
I think that might be it.
And he's got time to go around again, it's just whether he has the fuel.
Can't read its steering wheel. It's 2 point something.
Ah, he's got enough fuel then.
Yeah.
He should do.
Gonna recharge.
Look at Foreman. Well, Foreman's just started.
Yeah, 2.5 laps of fuel he's got, so Venom should be able to
plenty
go
then.
in. Yeah.
RTM is just starting his lap. Edgar with a purple sector 2. He's less than a tenth up on his time though. He should be safe enough.
Yeah.
Oh, bit of a bubble.
Improves.
2 tenths up.
Yeah.
Decent. Here we are then, Venom. Just starting his lap. Right on board through the S's, see what he can do. Ooh, he's invalidated again, and that is his qualifying over.
Yep.
Unfortunately, RTM has retired from the session. Not in the pits either, so he'll be out as well. He's out anyway, but he will be now. So no one else needs to set a time now. That's it, done. Just waiting for Mr. Neon, and then that will be Q1 done and dusted. And there we go. So, Chubby IX Spark on his X2 debut is the quickest in Q1. Unfortunately, we will be saying goodbye to PPR Venom, who will be starting in 17th, and RTM English, who will be starting in 16th. And here we go then, a dry Q2. Or not. Yep, there we go. Can all assume Well, let's see who's going to be the first out. Yep, it's Fizzy. Closely followed by Chubby. Yeah, that's right. It's Fizzy D on track right now. Frizzy. Frizzy in the McLaren.
You'll be setting the
On his
first
outlet.
lap again.
You will. Yeah, Zola in the chat's put it's Fizzy D with Frizz D. They should be teammates.
Yep.
So now I'm going to start calling him Frizzy or Fizzy D. And he starts his lap. Here we go then. So decent Q1 for Fizzy. Fizzy, that's his name. .356 for sector 1. Wonder if his teammate will give him a bit of a tow.
I think that is the plan. Yeah.
L plan.
I love an L plan. Yep.
That's exactly what's happening. Is he wanting to get through on medium?
You'll need to let him go. Let him go.
Yeah. Tried it.
Near enough everyone in X1 did it on softs. I think there was like 2 people that did mediums.
Yeah, in X3 it was the same. There was a couple on mediums and the rest on softs.
There seems to be a good couple of mediums here. I'm surprised that.
Yeah. 33.666
What a sign.
for Fizzy. Aye. Yeah. Asda with a 34.0 on mediums. Chubby will be next.
Yep.
He's on soft. Goes second with a 34.0. Must have made a mistake or something because he didn't.
I have a feeling he backed off. How you that?
Yeah, maybe. Just John next. XRL Zola saying the devil is here. 666. Sign of things to come from Fizzy.
Yep. Zola just coming out the pit now. Look at Jeebus setting now up. Oh, you'll be laid off there, right? Okay, I'll go again. We've got Edgar and Young coming at the pit at the same time.
Ooh, interesting.
You need to be careful.
We've got Franz on a lap here in the Mercedes.
Chubby's invalidated.
Oh dear. He'll have to go in the pits and reset his tyres.
Ours is invalidated too.
Oh no.
Yeah. We've got Harry coming in a couple of final corners.
Here we go then.
And Franz as well.
Franz. Oh, Franz. Very on the inside. 34.199. Harry goes second, 33.988. So then our focus turns back to Jebus John, who is 1.5 seconds up on his time. Although it was a very slow lap, the 46.9.
You must have lost it in the sector 3.
Yeah, we'll soon find out what he can really do on these medium tyres as he comes around the final corner.
Good lap
Goes
there.
into second with a 33.920 for Jebus John.
Yep, good lap.
Good lap.
Yep. What else have we got?
Mr.
Mr.
Neon
Neon
here.
goes second.
He was 33.904.
Zola starting his lap now.
Yeah.
Same with Young. And Edgar as well.
Lots
Oh,
of
Edgar's
people
invalidated.
Oh dear. Keep it on Zola then.
Oh,
Oh, who was
yeah,
that?
Edgar going off there. Has he got a wing? He does have a wing. It's a full wing as well.
Yeah,
Both end plates. Unless there's a bit of damage at the front we can't see. We've got
maybe
McLaren
went off
stopped
just
on
to
track.
not
Harry?
in the
Oh,
Ferrari
went up
passed.
on it, right. A long straight sector 2.
Zola getting past everyone there.
Yep.
Letting them through.
Ooh. A few people to still settle out.
Yeah, not many have yet. About half the grid. Well, half of the people in Q2, I should say. Zola with a 35.1. Just behind his teammate. About a second behind. Young with an amazing lap time there of a 43.7.
Right, Edgar's going again. So he wasn't even get damaged, so they just lost it when off track.
Should be on an out lap. What tyres is he on? Oh, he's on mediums.
Yeah, Edgar nice and clean for sector 1. Keeps it
There's
nice.
Foreman on the stream. Creature up into 8th position with a 34.2. Now Foreman coming around the final couple of corners. P9 with 34.464.
Oh, that was close from Edgar there. And you almost dropped that. Was second.
Zola moves up to 11th. Edgar and yeah.
Good lap time, close to Fizzy. We've got Chubby
So
stuck
now
one round
we-
as well.
Oh,
He'll be the next person. What can he do? Oh,
oh dear, V8. Oh, V8 Hines with a big wobble invalidates. Goes into the pits. What can Chubby do?
He messed up the last sec, but he's gone again now, I think.
He's 8 tenths. Tenths down. Zola doing another lap? No, that must be Franz on an outlap, yeah. Foreman. We cross the line. And go into 8th position. That's 34.1. Edgar in low fuel mode, it looks like. I think Young will be going into the pits as well. So only 2 people are yet to set a lap time. J-Leb and V8 Irons.
3 minutes left, though. We're wanting to...
Yeah, they need to get out soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chubby's invalidated again.
He has. Aye.
He'll be coming in now. Or not, he'll be going again.
Nah, he's going, yeah.
He's got a better run at a turn 1. Or, sorry, the last turn.
There we go.
Franz with a 1.34 goes fastest in Q3 at the moment.
Nice lap. Should be 3 tenths up on his time. The end of sector 1.
Thankfully, Irons has come out.
Yeah.
He's just behind him. Preacher about to start. A hot lap. As out and out lap as well. And Jayla been retired from the session without setting a time. And Chubby's invalidated again. He's not liking sector 2, or 3 even. He's going in now. Yep. Oh, Preacher's dead.
Oh dear.
Big impact.
Wonder how he did that.
Chubby retires in the pit. He lost it. Going round the start of the edges. Or S's even.
What fun. Where's V8? He's yet to set a time. J-Leb is out of qualifying. Q2. Without setting a lap. So here's V8 Irons N. Opening up DRS. And we have a poll up as well for the prediction. How many drivers will finish 12 or more or 11 or less? Currently 11.4 channel point, 11,400 channel points in total have been voted on 12 or more. V8 irons, can he get into the top 10? Yes, he can, but only just. Needs to hope that either Young or Torpedo can not go quicker than him. Otherwise, he will be out. And Torpedo around the final corner, what can he do? Oh, second place for Torpedo. Pushing Foreman down into 11th. XRL Young. Last to cross the line. Will he be able to push V8 Irons down into 11th? Yes, he does, I think.
It got P3 there. What a great ending to quality.
Lovely stuff, that. Amazing. So, XRL Asda, quickest in Q2 with a 1 minute 32.354.
Good lap, that.
Saying goodbye are BTEC J Lebend. Unfortunately didn't set a time. Will be starting in 15th. In 14th, XRL Zola with a 1 minute 34.7. In 13th,
Alright,
XRL Preacher with a 34.2. 12th is TIR Foreman with a 34.1. V8 Irons, unlucky in the end there. Will be starting in 11th with a 34.0.
Into the final qualifying session here is going to get pole.
Chubby is the first out this time. Oh no, he's not. Torpedo the first out. Fizzy taking his time.
Oh, it's
Yeah, Fizzy taking his time compared to the other two sessions. Who do you reckon will get pole?
It's going to be close between Edgar, Fizzy, and Asda, I think. What about you?
Interesting. I reckon Fizzy will be up there. I reckon Edgar will take it. Got a feeling Edgar will take pole position today. But we will all find out in the next 10 minutes who will have pole, because round the final couple of corners comes XRL Torpedo to start his hot lap. A yellow flag, a Ferrari. It looks like going really slow. It's not been a bad lap from here. Let's see. 32.9. Okay. Okay.
And we've got Chubby coming round.
We do.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, alright then. 31.9. Massive lap there from Chubby. Mazda with a 32.8. Fizzy can only do a 32.7. What can Harry do? Harry can only do a 33.2. Franz. Oh, 32.4 from Franz. Jebbus John next across the line. 32.8. So, everyone's set time so far. Currently, it's Chubby in first, 31.9. I expect everyone to get a little bit quicker though, as the track gets quicker. Here is Edgar into the pit lane. Chubby into the pit lane. Leon as well. As does Invalidated.
Jebbus John's invalidated as well.
Aye. So, next across the line then will be...
The
Oh. Oh. Hopefully he doesn't get DSQ'd.
He's in the pit now. I don't know how he's getting
Oh,
going
that's
though.
good. That is good. Oh dear. So yeah, next will be XRL Young, who is in the middle of Sector 2. See, Young here, the only driver on the track. Got it all to himself. Can he use that to his advantage? So it's a 33.335. Don't forget, you've also got 8 minutes left to vote on the prediction. On the Twitch thingy.
The Twitch thingy.
Aye,
Yeah.
the Twitch thingy.
Alright.
Mm-hmm. So Young setting a 1 minute 33.335. Will he be able to improve? Just under 4.5 minutes left in Q3. Currently, Chubby IX Spark is in first position. Maneuver. Oh, sorry, that's his old game tag. XRL Young is about the exact. He's about 5,000 slower than his previous lap, so I reckon he could improve here. He has a good Sector 3, which he does. He decides to go into the pit. Lovely. So now everyone else is on outlap, so Asda will be the first to start their second hot lap. Let's see then. XRL Asda. Nice S's. Seven hundredths up on his time.
Oh, car's crashed there. Or
Oh,
no, torpedoes just stopped. Never mind.
oh, lovely. 4/10 up is Asda.
Good exit there.
Alright.
There as well. He's just managed to get that in play there.
Nice one, he's done well there.
He's done well.
Should be a good lap.
Up to third.
Oh, nice.
Nice lap there.
32.450.
He's in the party. He could say thanks, but never mind.
Oh, Edgar's just bumped him down to 4th. Oh well, good while it lasted. Who's next across the line? Torpedo, right. Fizzy is the next across the line to start a lap. So let's
He's up his
see
time as well.
then.
It's a clean exit there as well. Doesn't hit the bump, which is crucial. Nice lap, goes to third. Well, I think we're both wrong with who's getting pole at the moment.
Yeah, at the minute it's Chubby in first position, followed by Franz in second place. Young just starting his lap, and then Chubby will start his lap. And then we have XRL Asda, who is in low fuel. Oh well, he's not in low fuel mode, but he hasn't got much fuel. Edgar has invalidated, won't be able to set another lap unless he's absolutely rapid here. Asda in the pits, that's his qualifying done.
Edgar's trying it. He's managed it.
He's just made it. Oh my goodness me. Franz with the fastest lap of 31.7.
There we go.
Torpedo, can he improve? He goes up to 8th with a 32.4.
Chubby isn't a lap though. Chubby isn't a lap.
Oh. Well, Fizzy will be
Fizzy's
next
not.
across the line.
He's down in his time by 13 years. No, yeah, he's not in a lap.
Shame.
Oh, Edgar's lost. He don't
Oh,
die.
he's still alive.
Good thing that he's
He's
really
still
hit
alive.
that. It's safe to go now. Yep.
Right, Chubby then. Oh no, wait, Jibbus John.
Is it Jibbus
Which
John?
across the line. Oh, very wide there, doesn't invalidate. Goes up to 6th,
Yep.
32.3.
Young here as
Young next
well.
across the line.
He's looking good on his time.
Alright.
He's up to 9th. Yeah. Stays 9th even.
Mr. Neal's
Chubby's-
invalid.
Chubby's back is up his time, but it's. I don't know if it's gonna.
Oh, it's only a 10th.
Man.
He needs a 10th and a half.
He's.
Can he get... Oh, he's very wide.
He
Oh,
didn't
he
manage
stays
it.
second. Look at that time difference, though.
Wow.
7.35.
For kicking himself over off the end there.
11.
I think that might have dropped his time a fair bit.
11 thousandths of a second behind.
Eckers in low fuel mode. I think that is it. That is it.
Yeah, that is it, yeah.
So Franz has the first pole for season 6. X2.
Mad. Went under the radar a little bit, did Franz? Didn't really
Yep.
see him much in qualifying, but he pops up at the end and gets pole position. Currently, the predictions are looking like this. 28,000 points are on 12 or more, and 12,790 points are on 11 or less. The biggest amount on 12 or more is 11,400 points. But there's the final Q3 results. Franz W31 on pole, closely. And by closely, we mean very, very close. Chubby Spark. Fizzy in third in the McLaren. Edgar in fourth. Harry fifth. Jebus John sixth. Asda in seventh in the end. Torpedo eighth. Young ninth. And Mr. Neon will be starting in 10th.
Yeah.
There we go. So, as soon as someone presses A, we'll be going. But until then, we're stuck. So I'm going to go get a drink.
Yeah.
And I'll be back very, very soon.
So as usual, we have a 5-minute break now. Till the start.
So, 20 seconds until the race starts.
I'm gonna say safety car. What about you?
Aye, safety car, 100%.
Yeah. Here we go. Next to season 6, round 1.
Here we go.
Fran's off to a great start there.
Yeah, good start from Franz. Good start from Chubby as well. A little bit in the midfield. They're like 4 wide here. Saw a piece of Wingo flying.
Yep.
They're still 3 wide now, just behind.
Whoa! Torpedo's going for a move that doesn't exist. Whoa! And Fizzy's
Dear.
Harry has lost his wing completely.
He's gone to the back of the grid.
Unlucky there.
Went for a gap that didn't exist.
Yep. And RTM is out.
RTM is dead.
What's happening there? Is that a full safety car?
Virtual.
Virtual. Ah, yeah, VSC, yeah. Well,
after a DNF on lap 1, the 12 or more finishes is looking less and less unlikely. Franz had a great start though. Chubby did as well, to be fair.
Fran's in the mediums as well though. So's Fizzy, so they're going the long game and then they'll have softs to go at the end.
Yeah, the only thing that'll
No, it was Harry that's at the back.
well, maybe the server has decided to break a little bit. Mr. Neon and PPR Venom both in the pits. Not sure if the server's desynced, but we are racing and we are back racing once again.
Back racing, yep. Not gonna lie, the cat. Sorry,
no, sorry, I was just gonna say Chubby all over the back of Franz, going for a move. Not quite.
Not quite. The cameras round here, the camera angles are pretty poor, aren't they?
They are.
They're all
yeah,
over
we might
the
have to
place.
race them. They are a bit.
On board.
Yeah, we might have to look on board a little bit. Chubby going for a move.
And he does it.
He gets it done, yeah.
Yep. The softs only last maybe about lap 10, 11 though.
Yeah. But there is a pace advantage that
There
Chubby
is.
has.
But they do fall off round about lap 7.
Oh!
So, ooh.
Bit of contact just behind.
Yep.
There's a fight going on here for 3rd place. Edgar, Asda, Preacher, Fizzy trying to get involved. Oh, Fizzy lost out a little bit. He's down into 6th place.
Yep.
Edgar don't go in defensive. Asda around the outside on soft.
Outside. Room left. Clean. Nice move there.
Yeah, good move. And Asda is up into 3rd position. Franz and Chubby have gone now. 2 seconds between 2nd and 3rd.
Young
on board with
Young was looking there for a move from V8 irons, but V8 irons got
big
computer,
dive
actually.
bomb. Big dive from V8 gets the position.
Yeah.
Kept it clean though, and Young looking at Torpedo, trying to make a move maybe. On the inside.
Echo. Contact between Edgar and Preacher.
Oh, they are side by side.
And Preacher. Oh, what's a move from Preacher there?
Good
Left the
move.
braking and made Edgar misjudge it and got round the inside of him. Great move there.
Very nice. Good racing there.
Yeah.
A little bit further back. V8 irons up into 8th.
Big DRS train coming up though.
Here we go.
There we go, it's all started, yep.
Less than a tenth between Torpedo and V8. Round the outside goes Torpedo. Can't get
Not
the
quite.
move done. Need to be on the inside really. To make a move at turn 1.
Chubby really pulling out a gap now, but so is Franz and Asda.
Yeah, 1.5 seconds, 1.6.
No DRS. The two of them.
Here we go, DRS train open for business once again. Need Mantic Meerkat in here to talk about his trains, because this is a big DRS train here.
Is he not quite?
Ooh. Brakes, misjudges his braking a little bit.
Yeah.
He also has to be careful of Jibbers John behind him.
Yeah.
It's fizzy. Of course we can.
Venom and Harry on the hards.
Fizzy having a look at Edgar.
Oh, it's tight.
Oh,
A bit off track there. Yep.
now he's got to be careful of Jibbers John behind him. Venom with
3 seconds.
Yeah, first time penalty of the effects too.
As to closing in on Franz. We will have DRS here. Can he get the move? It's on the faster compound. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Easy.
Just drives by him. Nice move there.
Yeah, gets it done before the braking zone as well.
Yeah.
Second place, and now he can go and catch Chubby if he wants to.
Fizzy, Jeebus and Edgar having a right good battle here. Iron's there too. Torpedo's there too.
And
Young not
just
far
behind
behind.
is Young, yeah.
Keeping an eye on this for a while.
We'll have a watch this one a bit, I think. Let's see what happens.
We've got a yellow flag. Chubby's gone off.
That's Chubby! Whoa.
He spun it. He's gonna. Oh, that was close. Oh, I thought that was a close call for unsafe rejoin, but oh.
Oh, massive contact up ahead, and that's
Asda, what
Asda.
happened?
And in the party is Asda, include your audio. We'll have a bit of an interview.
Yeah. Asda, you there? Or he's in shock?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Asda,
Oh,
include your audio.
I was literally going straight and the guy just kept on turning in on me. Then he just put me in the wall. So, I don't know, I'll look at the clip and see, but... Yeah, it's bullshit, basically.
I'm sorry about that, mate.
Yeah,
You're having a right good race there as well.
Yeah, I'll say I nearly hit Chubby because he spun and he didn't hold his brakes, so he went backwards. And then I got an illegal overtake, which I gave back to whoever it was. And then, yeah. But, I don't know.
Well, it was unlucky because you were racing well. It was a good first few laps for you.
Yeah, it is what it is. He'll get a penalty coming his way anyway, so... Alright, see you guys later.
Cool. In of it. And that brings out a full safety car. And Preacher's in first now. In the pits goes Preacher. Jeb's John Franz.
I'll get rid of the softs now.
Yeah.
Is that the right
Great
call, though?
time. Yeah, it's a great time to go into mediums if you're a soft runner.
Won't go to the end, though.
No, but it's alright.
Could get a late safety car, though. Yeah.
Yeah, they're relying on a second safety car, but
Shall be up to 8th after being, well, nearly last, but yep, Harry going into the pits, he's putting on mediums. Medium. Yep, everyone's on mediums apart from Mr. Neon, he decided to stay out on the hards.
oof.
Or unless he pitted.
Neon and Venom both on hards, they are.
Yep.
That's where they'll stay. Great chance for Harry to catch up to the field now as well. Bit of a recovery drive from him. Let's have a look then at the fastest lap. Fastest lap was actually Asda with a 35.9. So the fastest lap of the drivers that are still running would be Chubby in 8th with a 36.3. Outside the top 10, we're looking at Franz with a 36.6. Only driver with a penalty so far is Venom. And the position change, J-Lab gaining 11 places. In 4th place currently. V8 Irons gaining 8 places with Zola as well.
Yeah, Zola's just sneaked up there with everyone pitting.
Yeah, he has, yeah.
And this will be helping his medium run big time.
Aye, definitely. Good for a one-stop now. For the
Yeah, he could easily probably go to lap, what, 18, 20 even to pit for softs. And have a blast at the end.
Mad. Foreman gaining 7 places. And Preacher gaining 6. Safety car should be in at the end of this lap. So, safety car. Fizzy's now in 1st place, followed by Edgar. V8 in 3rd, J-Leb in 4th, Foreman in 5th, Zola 6th, Preacher 7th, Chubby 8th, Jebus John 9th, Torpedo 10th, Young 11th, Franz 12th, Mr. Neon 13th, Venom 14th, and Harry in 15th. Safety car is in this lap.
Remember to be on the telemetry for Fizzy.
I will be.
Once it's full throttle, he needs to go. He can't let off.
No, he cannot. I'll stick here with Fizzy. Currently going 60 miles an hour.
Yeah. At this point, the game won't let him go fully yet. It's only a certain speed until that safety car comes fully in. So he needs to choose his time carefully to get the best exit. It looks like they're straight into the line.
Yeah, he's taking it all the way.
Yep.
And he's gone.
And Irons got a right good run there.
Oh, wow.
What a run from Irons. Can he do it inside? Oh, he's Fizzy.
Oh, he's looking.
No.
Oh,
A bit of contact there. But
oh, and Edgar gets through.
Oh, Edgar's. I never even saw that.
Oh, Edgar.
I never even saw that. That was class. Where'd that come from?
Edgar sneaking through. Oh, V8's got a 3 second. Oh my goodness.
Mate, I didn't even see Edgar. I need to go back and watch. I need to go back and watch it. I was sitting watching it, and I need to go back and watch it then. Torpedo have 3 second time pen. Irons back in front though.
Oh yeah, Irons has got past him now. Oh, who's that going wide?
Oh, we've got Chubby, Zola, and Preacher here.
Oh, let's have a watch then. See if anyone can take advantage. Zola having a look at Preacher.
Oh, Chubby's had to brake like that. Oh, Chubby's John and then back in there.
Chubby gets past John.
Yep. And if he's Chubby's made the move.
Oh, contact.
A bit of contact there. That's. A lot of things going on there. Yeah. Yeah.
Could have easily left more room. Oh my gosh, who's that going to ride on the final corner?
Whoa, who's spun the car? Who's that? Whoa, who's that? That's Preacher.
Oh dear, let's have a look. Oh yeah. Oh dear me. Oh, we've got Zola on the back of Jeebus John.
Yeah.
Can't go for a move though. Fizzy very close to the back of Edgar.
Harry and Young side by side here.
Oh, V8 Irons has gone wide.
Harry's been hit or in contact off the track there.
So we're going to have a 3 or 4 way fight for the lead here.
Zola 3 second time pen.
Here we go, DRS. I can't remember if it's on or not.
Is it active? I don't think it is. Is it?
Not yet.
No, not yet. I don't think it's not.
Not yet.
Nah,
next lap. Fizzy.
Chubby on Foreman though.
Oh yeah.
Takes his team at V's.
Yeah. I think his teammate may have let him pass a little bit.
Yeah. Torpedo on the back of Zola. Torpedo managing the ERS really well. He's still at 95%. Jeez. Lap 10, I'm next one. I was down to like 30. Trying to just keep up with the back.
But we all know how good Zola is at defending.
That is true.
How long?
DRS enabled.
Can he keep Torpedo behind him?
Foreman done really well with his ERS as well.
Excuse me, let's watch Fizzy. Because he'll have DRS on Edgar. Because V8 Irons has actually pulled out. He's pulled out of... V8 has pulled out of Edgar's DRS as well, so...
Yeah. At the moment the pens are going, Fizzy's doing pretty well.
He is, yeah. He's on his way.
It's looking good.
Yeah, he's on his way to a decent result. Just behind actually looked like they were side by side, Chubby and... Oh, Chubby with a good exit there. Side by side with J-Lab.
J-Lab will not have DRS, so yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty easy for
Gets
Chubby
past. And Fizzy gets past Edgar as well. Or
Yep,
does he?
nice clean move,
Yeah,
yeah.
he does.
Gillette nearly losing that.
Oh, 3 wide back there.
Oh, Franz
Falling
and...
in.
Oh. Franz and Jeebus going side by side there.
Jesus.
We've got Torpedo going for Zola too. Zola gets a good exit. Franz with a 3-second time pen. I'm rack up now.
Let's see what happens
Young.
here then, Franz.
Young on Torpedo. Not quite, but the two of them will have DRS and Zola.
Franz having a look at Jebus John. Yeah, it's past him. Chubby and Edgar are fight. Oh, big incident there.
Oh, what's happened there? I missed
Edgar
that.
goes spinning, losing his wing, but doesn't DNF. Oh, Edgar's gone. Spinala on the S's. Chubby back to third now. Oh, Young and Harry and Torpedo. And Venom.
Man, the whole lot's at back here. Unlucky for Edgar though.
Oh,
That's
bit
gutting
of
for
wing, I
him.
think. Flying. Venom trying to get past Harry. Does get past Harry. Harry coming back at him though. Oh, bit of contact. Now Harry losing out to Neon. V8
V8 another
3
3
seconds.
V goes into the pits. Does he get?
Yeah,
does he get damage? Or is he? Was he? Did he start one?
He's pitting to soft. Yeah, he's.
He was. He
No,
did a
he's-
medium run. Yeah, that's a strange one. But fair enough. We'll see what happens.
He'll be going to the. He'll be trying to go to the end on these softs, but
No, no,
right to the
no
back
way.
of the grid he goes.
No way. He does that.
He'd be crazy to do it, but
Yeah. Yeah, good in for a new wing. He really needs a safety car. He's gone hards though to the end. Might move that.
oh, a bit wide. Torpedo being forced wide a little bit. Oh, who's that? Really slow. No, that's Zola.
What's happened there?
Massive battle.
Harry on the inside. Gets the
Torpedo
job done.
stays ahead. They all have DRS on each other. It's a massive train.
Venom closing into Young, who's got no DRS. Does he try and make the move? No, he backs out. Young into 13% ERS.
Oh, side by side, Zola and Preacher. Zola stays ahead. Preacher's still very close to Zola. Oh, a little bit. He's still. Zola still has DRS. Oh, Harry going for a bit of a late move on Neon, but they're side by side now.
Side by side, don't make contact. No, it's pretty damn good. It's pretty clean, and
Yeah, it's a
Neon
good one in
backs
the
off
end.
and thought, I'm not gonna risk it. Smart move.
Aye. Oh, Chubby
No, Harry goes
closing
wide.
in on.
And
Fizzy
Neon
for the
makes the
lead.
move, but he's nicked Harry. He's nicked Harry. He's going in that corner.
No. Oh no.
It's a shame for
Chubby
Harry.
going for the lead. Past Fizzy.
And
Gets
gets the
the
job
move
done.
done. Chubby.
And
oh,
another
V8,
3 second.
another Let's have another look at these. Let's have a look at these penalties. Actually, I want to see.
He's got 9. He's got the most. Others, what? I've got 3.
Oh, he's got
I've
9.
got Edgar
Yeah.
going off again. He's not having a great time tonight.
Not anymore. It started off okay, but
Yeah.
unfortunately now
He's yeah.
done. And Chubby is in the lead once again. Venom only a couple of tenths behind Young. And Torpedo, 3-way battle here.
Edgar needs to keep going though. There could be a safety car. You've got to hope for that.
100%.
Never give up. The car that Chubby's got now is crazy within a little bit of the track. He's obviously getting quite a fair bit on sector 3.
Preacher into the pits.
It's all pretty spaced out now.
Aye.
There's a wee
The odd
train
battle.
in 9, 8 and 7, but apart from that, it's died down, as they say.
That's a bit.
Oh, what, 3
Torpedo
seconds
and
there.
Neon.
Yeah.
Let him try and make a move on Young. Oh, late braking there. Gets really close behind him. Young with a good exit. ERS and DRS. Young sitting duck potentially. Yellow flag
Is that
for.
Edgar?
Yeah, I think it was Edgar.
Yeah,
He hasn't retired, but
he's in the
he's.
pits.
Yeah. Venom gets past Young. Oh, now he
Edgar has
retires.
retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a qualifying van next week, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shame. Young's still on the back of Venom. V8 Irons with another fastest lap up into 10th he is now. And Chubby is out of Fizzy's DRS.
He's back in it now.
These two are evenly matched. Ooh, Fizzy was closing in there. Oh, there we go. Torpedo having a look, but not really. Stays behind.
Preacher with a
Torpedo got to be
3 second
careful of V8 Irons here.
Yep, the Irons does the job, but it
Oh,
does have
wow, he's going for it.
Irons young as well, and I'd say that's close one, but good. He's done it.
He's done it without causing any damage to anyone, so I guess. Oh, V8 getting past PPR Venom. Venom on the V8 Irons on the comeback trail on the soft tyres. Torpedo only a couple of tenths behind Young. Preacher with the fastest lap of 34 something. I didn't catch it all. Oh, late braking there from Young. I think Venom may have locked up a little bit. It's actually there. V8 tearing through the field here. Only a couple of tenths behind Foreman. Can he make it? He's trying. Gets it done, nice move. 5th place for V8 Irons now. Zola gets past. Oh, J-Leb is in the pits. Coming off the medium tyres.
Jobby's just pulled away now.
Yeah, 2.2 seconds is the gap. 2nd and 3rd are pretty close to each other though.
Yeah. Get Harry on Zola. Get the job done. Yes.
On the final corner. Oh, Fizzy's pitted. Fran still has the DRS. So in the 2nd he goes. Fizzy may lose a fair few places here actually. Come out in 9th or 10th. Comes out just about side by side with Mr. Neon. But just stays ahead in 9th place. Things have just settled down a little bit now. 19 laps in.
Yep.
Main battle is still this one for 6th place now. Between Venom, Young and Torpedo.
Yep.
Potentially a battle for 5th if Venom will close in a little bit. Unformed. Oh, Venom just goes slightly wide.
Born with a 5-second time pen. What's happening there?
Who was it?
Foreman, he went into the pits, but he said he got a time penalty for cutting corners. It wasn't a speed lane pit, but he just got handed 5 seconds for it. Must have been a pretty brutal one.
Yeah, it's either pretty brutal or it was a late decision to go into the pits, maybe.
But there's nothing on. That's weird.
But then
There's
that would
nothing
be
on
3 seconds.
Yeah, there's nothing on. When I look at the wrong one. No, his whole lap was invalidated. Yeah, it must have been a pretty bad one. Yeah.
So what was a battle for 6th because of the pit stops is now a battle for 2nd?
Yep.
Ah, It's because he hit the red. He hit the red in the pit entry.
Ah. We've got Chubby who pitted for softs.
Thanks for that. In the chat there. Harry with the 3 seconds.
Yep, Young pitting.
Oh.
Fizzy not far behind. Chubby just outside DRS though.
Jebus, Mr. Neon.
Oh.
Soft tyres. Fresh softs. Versus used hards. Fresh softs wins.
Look at Venom though, up at second.
Crazy, innit?
Yeah.
And he's keeping Torpedo at bay as well. These two have been fighting for a fair few laps now.
Those mediums are gonna go though. For Torpedo. And Chubby will get him here. I think at least. But Torpedo will have DRS as well, yeah. He's really using DRS. But the mediums are just keeping up. Actually, no, wait, no.
Nah, that's it now. A bit of slipstream, man. Oh, wait, no. Torpedo is coming back.
Now it gets the move done.
Oh,
bit of contact at the back there from the rear. And then Chubby will just go in on Venom on the softs while he's on the hards, so that's up him up to second as well.
A little bit further back, Preach got past Young.
Ironed into the pit. And then Torpedo pits too. Who's nearly hit the wall.
Oh, goodness. Race leader, V8 irons going on to a fresh set of softs.
Ryan's going on to Fizzy. Fizzy fights back.
Oh, they're still side by
side. Not good.
Goodness me. That could have ended badly.
Yep. Is he going to go for the late dive bomb? No. He keeps it there.
No, but he's closer.
Venom's harder starting to take the toll on the new soft runners.
Yeah. Easy overtake. Will Franz get him as well?
2 doubles.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh,
double
and
overtake. Oh, he's trying to get past
Fizzy as well, but he's not. Fizzy's left the door open for here.
He's still trying it.
Oh, bit of contact. Oh, and Venom's gone. Fizzy.
Oh no.
Oh, that was a bit of a. No.
Unlucky there.
No.
He's still in 5th though. Still in 5th. Fighting
Still in
for
5th. Yep. He's got 6 seconds, but you know they're up behind him. There's 9 seconds, 3 seconds. You know, he could still get a good place here.
He could, yeah. He's making the tyres work for him as well.
Yeah.
Not many people can do that.
He's in Jeebus' DRS as well. He's got a lot of DRS compared to Jeebus, so
could be.
But those softs are fast.
They are, yeah. The softs are quicker than the hards, but I mean, not many people can put on hards when the safety
challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that was early he put them on, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. He's been on them 20 laps now. Same as Mr. Neon in 7th. I mean, Harry's been on mediums currently in 9th. Harry has been on mediums for 15 laps, which is crazy. They'll be starting to die a death very soon. Everyone's just a little bit spread out at the minute. Not many cars going on. B-Tech J-Lev is in the DRS of Mr. Neon. Closes the gap a bit.
What was the poll? It was 13 cars or more to finish?
It was 12 or more.
Well, it's looking good for that then.
It is now, yeah. Yeah, I think it was like 20-something thousand. Let's have a look. See if I can find it.
V8 with the fastest lap.
So, on the poll, 28.1 thousand points were put on 12 or more finishes. And 12.8 thousand were put on 11 or less. Although, saying that, France has just DNF'd, and we have a late safety car. Oh dear.
Do you go in for fresh softs?
Of course you do.
If you've got a pair.
This, tell you what, this works.
It all depends what Chubby does. Chubby pits.
If I'm Chubby, Fizzy, Jebus John, or V8 Irons, I don't pit. Not a chance. 4 lap old softs, no way.
Tire, yeah, spot on. Irons as well though, look at that, he's, 1 lap softs.
Yeah.
Harry though, 16 lap up mediums, he's got a pit. He's got to.
I say Venom, Neon, Harry, pit. I think everyone else stays out. I think it's a couple of laps too late. Chubby stays out. So
Fizzy stays out. Jeebus does too.
Yeah.
Venom pits?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's on hards though. 21 lap on hards.
I wouldn't have done that though.
Yeah, but we've seen his pace on hards. Oh wow, J-Leb pits as well. 5 lap old. Young pits as well. 2 lap old softs.
That's surprising unless they've got damage.
Yeah.
But no, it's just fresh tyres. Same for Young.
Venom.
That's a strange one from Haas.
6, sorry. Venom out in 6th, so plenty of work for him to do, but he's got the pace to do it.
Yeah.
Very much so. 5, cross the pit lane, exit white line for Torpedo. 5-second penalty.
Usually that doesn't happen in the game, so it must have been really blatant.
Yeah, he must have just cut straight across it as soon as he exited.
Yeah. That's not a good one.
Let's have a look at the fastest lap. Currently it's V8 Irons with a 1 minute 34.3. Outside of the top 10 is Torpedo with a 35.2. 5-6. Penalties are on the screen now. Torpedo with 14 seconds of penalties. V8 Irons has 9. Venom has 6. A handful of Zola has 6 as well, and a handful have 3. Position change. Venom gaining 11 places. Foreman, V8 Irons, J-Leb gaining 7. A couple of drivers gaining 3 and 4 and 1 place. Not many drivers have lost out today.
No.
Which is a good thing, really. Pit stops are on the screen as well. A few drivers doing 3 stops. Some doing 2, a couple doing 1. There we go. So, safety car should be in at the end of this. The safety car should be in at the end of this lap, and we should have 2 laps of racing.
It's looking good for the Ferraris.
Yeah, Chubby and Foreman first and fifth. No time penalties. Fizzy as well, no time penalties.
No.
They could be the big winners today from this late safety car. V8 Irons, with his 9 seconds, he may be hoping just to keep fourth rather than challenge for a podium. Venom on softs could have a strong showing in these last 2 laps.
Yeah, he's only gone down to 6, but yeah. If he keeps up with V8 irons and doesn't get another time penalty, it'll look good for him. Again, be with Chubby Spark on this restart for the
Yep, of course.
telemetry.
Yeah. If he...
The new rule.
A wonderful rule.
If he uses full throttle, then he has to go. He can't back off. Maybe the safety car's programmed in the game, though, doesn't make it very easy for it, though. Pretty rubbish.
I mean, right now he has to go slow because the game's making him go slow, but...
Yeah. Better hang off until it goes fully all the way in. Then you can go as fast as you like.
And you get total control of your vehicle once it's in fully. You can really control the restart.
Yeah. Will he go to the line like Fizzy, or will he go before the final corner? Safety car is in. Staying to the line.
We go into the line here.
He's going.
And he's gone. Good restart. Fizzy close behind. Chubby stays ahead in first place. Foreman having a look at the Red Bull. Oh,
Yeah.
we have an Alfa
Oh,
Romeo creature.
Back up the top. He's still got... No. Foreman's dropped back off. He's realised... He doesn't need to push. He'll get... As long as he keeps up with Jeebus John and doesn't let the 3-second gap come in, then he'll have P3 wrapped up.
He will.
Which is again another good day for Ferrari. Has Dreamboats down at 8th and 9th. Is V8 looking to see if we can make a move? There will not be DRS.
No,
It's
only
too
2
late
laps
for the
left.
restart. Yeah. Oh, Foreman was a leave it there, but
Oh, Young and Harry
Keeps
are
up.
having a bit of a battle.
Venom right on the back of Foreman. He's got 6 seconds of time pens, but this is what we enjoy. Foreman with a 3-second. No, he's lost it. He's lost it on the last. Ah, beauty. That's harsh. That's unlucky. Ah.
He's having a
Jeebus,
look.
though.
Venom on the outside. Can't really make it.
Jeebus
Looking for
there.
a switchback. Gets a little hit
Venom's
from
gone,
someone.
no.
Gets a hit from Mr. Neon, it looked like. Potentially.
He's
Venom
from
down into
points to
12.
none. Oh. Jeebus John then, by the looks of it, will be taking P3 at the moment. Creature for a few second time better.
Up ahead, Chubby and Fizzy, 7/10 between them.
And who would you say driver of the day? Who's had the
Driver of
best
the
race?
day, well, results-wise, I think it's Chubby. Racing-wise, there was a mega battle between Venom and Torpedo. I want to say Venom, to be honest, just for making the hards work.
You know, Jellyben's sitting there, currently in 6 at the moment. He started, I think it was P15. So he's had a great race.
He has, yeah. He's had a really good race.
And then I'll say driver of the day for me is Jeebus John.
Aye. Well, DRS is enabled, but it doesn't matter because Chubby has won the opening race of the season, followed by Fizzy, Jeebus John, Young, Foreman, J-Leb, Harry, V8 Irons, Neon Zola, Venom, and a couple of other people that I don't know the order.
Yeah.
But Chubby, amazing start to the season for him. Jumping up from X3 to make his X2 debut in the Ferrari. And he'll be leading the standings as well. Here we are then. The results. Chubby IX Spark starting where he finished last season, in first place in the Ferrari. Second place Fizzy. Jeebus John in third. XRL Young fourth. Doing the Haas boys proud in the end, making fourth place. Foreman in fifth. J-Leb in sixth. Harry in seventh. V8 Irons eighth. Mr. Neon 9th, XRL Zola is in 10th, getting a point for Mercedes. Venom, in the end, gets 11th place. XRL Preacher in 12th. XRL Torpedo in 13th. Franz, unfortunately, DNF'd, along with Edgar, Asda, and RTM English.
Yep.
Fastest lap, quickly, is V8 Irons with a 134.321. And I didn't catch outside the top 10, but I think it was I think it was someone else. Was it top 10? Anyway.
Yeah, and that was USA.
There we are.
Next week is, I think it's actually Imola.
It is indeed Imola. Yeah.
I don't like Imola. Imola's rotten. The first 5 tracks are rotten.
Imola's not fun, it's a horrible track.
So is France and Silverstone.
How is France a horrible track?
It's just rotten. It was fine at the start of the game, and then there was an update for the games. Have just made it worse, and I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. That's one to miss. I'm done.
Imola, oh my gosh. Last season, by the end of the weekend, Imola was actually okay. Like to drive. France is fine. Britain after last night could be dodgy. But at least USA's done now.
Yep, next
One
week.
season.
On the 10th of April is Imola, so hopefully everyone joins back for that.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully they do. Because this race was pretty exciting. It's a pretty exciting race today. What were your thoughts?
Exciting race, yeah. Look, we'll see, of course, what the instant report provides, but some good racing to see.
Yeah. Well, until next week, I have been XRL Jigsaw, joined as ever by XRL Matrix.
Yep.
And we will see you next week for Imola.